gotta get the air conditioner running. Alright, I am running out to go and do all the baloney that I do. I forgot to record my end clip last night again. That's okay, I needed the rest. One thing I did do yesterday that I didn't talk about was I'm trying out this recipe to make a kind of a pudding from chia seeds, because I've been kind of went some tapioca and it's a similar texture, only it's much better for you and far lower calories, so super filling as well. So I measured nothing for one. Okay, I put a good palmful worth of milled chia seeds into a bowl. I added, we'll say a coffee mug worth of oat milk. So that's probably about 10 ounces. And some of my Jordan's Skinny Syrup, coffee syrup, in caramel cheesecake flavor. And this morning it was really good. Just not quite thick enough, not as thick as I wanted. It was still drinkable. So I just, I added some more after I took some out and throw some more chia in there. It should thicken up pretty well. And now I'm out to return another library book. Check on the free pantry at the church. Make sure that's well stocked. Oh, you got your windows down because you're super loud. Okay. Try to stay in the shade as much as possible, I guess. So it's super hot outside, and I don't know if if this is gonna upload early enough to make any difference for anybody in the UK, where they've had a ridiculous heat wave. Buildings are not meant to keep cool. The buildings are meant to stay warm. So what does it do? Awful, right? If you can spend the middle of the day in a large air-conditioned building, do so. Stay out of the sun if at all possible. Cover your south-facing chest. I'm gonna burn myself on that. Cover your south-facing windows. If you got one of those typical windows where like only the bottom half opens, just slides up rather than kind of open out, go ahead and cover the top part. Like loop the curtain over the bar or pull the shades up halfway. Cover any portion of the window that is not openable. If you cannot get Granny in the pool, you can bring the pool to Granny. It doesn't have to be cool water. You just bring her a bucket of water to set her feet in. As long as it's not in direct sunlight, water will naturally be a few temperatures cooler than the surrounding air because of evaporation. So stick your feet in water and it acts like a heat sink. It pulls the heat out of you. That's how we get by in the South. Also, if you have a box fan and ice available to you, look up Redneck air conditioner. Essentially, it's a box fan propped up over a cooler full of ice. Also keeps the beer cold. There are ways. Redneck engineering is not always the worst idea in the world, and when you live in the South, if your air conditioner goes out, you will find a way to keep the temperatures down. The South being the Bible Belt of the U.S. Time to get after it. That is definitely a win. That's a bonus win. It's dinner time, and despite the heat advisory that we're under, my dad popped some burgers on the grill, And my mom is feeling a lot better, having gotten a little further past her slightly belated round with COVID. So she's actually out at her martial arts class. The Mexican street corn chips are amazing. So I've got 2 patties, 2 cheese. I guess that's American cheese. I'm a big fan. Mustard and low-calorie barbecue sauce on my diet bread, and I am finishing up a iced coffee, and I have been trying to work on John's room a bit. I got some nice stuff out of the scratch and dent at IKEA. I had gone back to get a second one of those rugs because it fills up about half the space that I want to fill, and a second one would just have been perfect. And it was only $2, and they didn't have any. But I did find some really nice pop-together cardboard boxes and a big old floor cushion to try and make the most of his space. But first I have to shovel it out. He's not good at letting go of old toys. Broken toys. Toys that he simply does not play with anymore. Like, kid, you are video game age. You spend more time on the computer than you do playing with your Lego. So, how about we pare it down a little? No, can't do that. But he's not here. Time for Mom to make some executive decisions. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it a night, even though it's a little earlier than I was expecting. I think I kind of wore myself out today. Okay, maybe I wore myself out a lot today. I got a lot done on John's room. A young man who's got a lot of stuffed animals. There's a massive amount of Lego and K'NEX in there, and they are 2 different systems. And I really, really wish that he would keep them separated, but at this point, he might just be too old for them if he's not actually playing with them anymore. That's a discussion for when he gets back, though. If they're just taking up space, particularly on his floor, it's definitely time for them to go to a younger kid. I think I'm going to have a lot less running around tomorrow. Thanks for sharing my day with me.